Hello, hello. Here we are. Here we are again. I was just reading the chat here, and I see a lot of friends here. And here we are again this Sunday night for me. Just want to say hi to everyone. Claudio, Nils, Caroline, Salu, Leandro, and everyone here. Some friends. I will just give a quick introduction. Let me know who is new here. So some of you guys have been, watching this monthly Q&A I used to do in the guitarhacks.com. So I'm bringing this idea now. I might go to the Q&A again, or I just do my idea here is to do as a masterclass, kind of choose a subject and explain the subject, and then I answer questions. So of course I'm recording already, so I'm recording this and then I'm uploading to the Guitar Academy. So every month, if I'm not, today I'm coughing a bit, so I just want to, apologize for that, and let me know if the mic is good enough. All right, let me see here. All right, hello, Kiko, what's up? Fabian, first time in the class here. Austin, cool. I'm new. Leandro Reis. Greg, hi. We have some friends here. We used to do in a different way, but that's the idea. And the Guitar Academy, I kind of put stuff together. Just reading here. Dario, how are you? Nexion, great stuff. Mike's good. Just let me know if it's too loud if I cough, because I was coughing. It's like, oh. Anti, moi, mitakulo. I guess, Karhu Lahti. Karhu Lahti is like, oh yeah, it's like a lake. It's like a lake full of bears, something like that. Yeah, right. We did. I read your question on YouTube, right? Richard, how are you? Check this out, Richard. I have my Texas. Austin. All right, Frederick and Skylar. So quick sound check here. And basically, I will be using clean guitar because I love to show chords and harmony and ideas using the clean guitar, so you can hear a major and a minor chord. But of course, all the stuff that you're going to discuss here applies. You can apply to riffs, to using distortion. It's just a bit harder to hear the difference of the chords and major and minor. And are you in Texas, right? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, it's like Austin, right? Yeah, cool. Guitar, yeah, nice tone. Everything is working right. So perfect. All right, checking my cough here. It's like if it's too loud, should put a gate or something. All right. So, another thing I want to try here is it? No, not this one. Sorry, this one here. All right. Good. I'm sorry, guys, but my idea here is to show some stuff. I would try to do like this, so instead of having a flip chart or something, or like a whiteboard, although I have a whiteboard, but I would try to do like using the word and type. Let's see if how this works, and if it doesn't work well, then I try different ways next time. Cough check. Yeah. All right. So, okay, cough volume is okay too. That's great. During COVID times, it's kind of embarrassing, but okay. All right. So here we go. Water. So my idea, before we start, we didn't start yet. My idea here is like try to teach something, like this expanding your harmonic horizon using the modes. I will try to start from the very beginning, major scale, and I go and I show, I think it's cool stuff. I use a lot, and I will not gonna be like interacting much, because as this is gonna be off after, I'm gonna upload to the academy. It's gonna be, if you want to watch again, you don't want to be like reading or watching. You guys like the cough. All right. So I will not interact a lot. So I try to go and I will look sometimes, and then more towards the end we open for Q&As and right. And also I will try to, like, the questions I would kindly ask to be inside this, whatever we're going to discuss here, the scales and the modes, the chords, major and minor, just not to go like to other directions. And then in the Discord you can always suggest topics, for us for the next master classes or any other moment, or leave questions there, so we can focus on this subject here. Cool? Like a normal classroom, right? Next one, yeah. If you take notes and ask at the end, would be better. Let's see how it works. I like interacting, so I don't know if I'm probably not gonna be able to be like only talking without interacting, but I will try to minimize the interaction when I'm explaining, and then. But if you guys can say like, cool, I like this, or that's good, or or can you repeat things like this, and then I can look, and then I repeat things like that, right? Because it's going to be after, when you have the final thing, it's going to be more concise, and yeah, sounds good. A quick cough. Well, live, right? All right, here we go. So, all right. So, I will start from the beginning. So, I will do like this up. Starting. So now, here we are talking about how to expand your harmonic horizons. So, I will start from the beginning. C major scale. I will use the C major as our reference, and of course, you should practice in different keys. So just to remind everyone here, and to start from the beginning, the C major scale, right? Remember, it's like whole tone, half, whole tone, half, whole tone, half, whole tone, half, right? Half step. Cool. So I have this here, is already here. Right? Easy, good stuff. And so the way I think we have to build the triads would be like the root and the fifth. And then if we play the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, so the fifth, the power chord, because of the harmonic series, but I'm not getting there, but the first, the overtones. So the fifth here. So if you walk parallel, you have C, G, D, A. Only here, at the very last one, you have a flat fifth. Okay, so okay, good. So all perfect fifth, just the seventh is a flat fifth. Good. Right, so I could write this, but I think we're good for now. Then to build the triad, now we're gonna get the third, 1, 2, 3. So C and E is a major third, and then D, E, F, 1, so like 2 whole steps is a major third, 1.5 is a minor third. Then we build So major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor, and back to C. So it's C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B minor. But the B, remember, has a flat fifth, so we have a different name, which is the diminished. So now we can play, and I want to do another masterclass about the open triads, which is great to play things like this. So we can put the third to the octave, and then you can play like that. See here, whoops. Right? Fifth and the third. Now the flat fifth, the minor third. Very important to play this and hear the sound, always. I know it might be easy for some guys, doesn't matter. Start making music with this. That's the B here, the same here. A minor, G. And of course you can play with the full chords. Cool? So far so good? Camera, back. All right. I think you guys know that, right? I believe so. So that's good. So I will write this down. So that's the scale, right? And let me get my here. So this is the scale, right? Let me do something here. First, back to this. Just gonna prepare the Ionian here. This is, we call the Ionian, right? All right, so back here, all right, and then, bam, we have that. All right, so this is Ionian. So it's the major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, and half diminished. And the triad we call diminished triad. We call half diminished when it has the seventh. That's another conversation. For now, we call diminished or half diminished. Doesn't matter because it's a triad. Here, the example in C major. Okay, good to know. So far, so good. So, what do we have to do now? What do we have to do now? It's like, if you noticed, we have three major chords. One, the fourth, and the fifth. So we will get both major chords and compare to this one. We will compare them. So when you compare, starting from the same root, we will see the differences. And then the magic start happening, all right? And then you can start borrowing chords from the different keys or from the different modes. That's our goal. And we will do this for the 7 modes. Okay, but you don't need to know the modes. Just follow with me here. If you don't know the modes yet, you have the course there, the 7 factor. Cool. All right. So far, so good. So, look. So if this, let me see if you guys, whoops, yeah, here we go. So now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get this one here, right? We're gonna get this one here, and we're gonna call this 1, okay? So is 1 is a major, right? And then we're gonna call this a Lydian. There's a name, but doesn't matter, the names. At some point, it's good to know them. And, okay, like this, right? All right, so, and so 1 is major. Oops, I knew this would happen. Okay, 1 is major, and we don't want this as well. Underline, we'll do the underline after. 1 is major. 2 It's major, right? 3, what is the third one? 1 is major, second is major, third one is minor. So then we go and third, minor, okay? Keep going. I'm sorry I'm kind of slow here, but maybe it's good to follow. So major, major, minor, half diminished. But now we have to pay attention that you have whole step, whole step, whole step, which means this, because our reference was whole step, half step. So it means that this interval here has to be a whole step. So just checking here if everything is working. All right, so now we have, oops, what? That's an interesting sign. Okay, sorry. Okay, now you have fourth, right? Half diminished, right? Because that's the next one. Okay, good. Next is like here, major, minor, minor. Good. I'll just copy here and then just adapt here now. Whoops. Okay. That's not, I use Mac, not PC, but for the live streaming, I'm using the PC. So like this and like this. All right, so now that's what we have. Let me know if you guys, so far so good. So, so I have it here. So I will add. So now, look. So that's what you have. C, D, E minor, F sharp, half diminished, G, A. So now you understand here that one has an F sharp, F, and the other one has an F sharp. So I'll put this up because, as you can see, this is has a sharp. So if it has a sharp, it's more, okay, back. So if it has a sharp, it feels like it's more open, you know, so we put them on top because what you see what's going to happen. You have the lead-in as the most open mode, or because it has this sharp, because it starts with a whole step, whole step, whole step. So it's like very open. Instead of, right? Cool. Let me see if you guys are following. Right? So yeah, the home, as I'm calling, is the C, always C major, right? I will get, so what I'm doing is, I will get what I'm doing is like, I will get the C from the C major scale, right? C major, and then I will build the sequence. So like here. And with that, you can play. You can play Let It Be. Right? I mean, I'm playing with the clean tone, but you can imagine. You know, any kind of music, that's only this is the harmony, the foundation of everything. So you hear the, or can just play. I will do like lessons with harmony, the names and things like that. But for now, the sequence, and you can just play around, mix them the way you feel it's interesting, just like jumping from one another and understanding that, right? So now the next step, what I did, so we play the major scale, improvise a bit, always play, write and play, write and play. You don't need to do everything that I'm doing now at once, right? Okay, so what I did, I took the fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 was another major, right? Remember, it's like major, minor, minor, major. So I took this major and put it here. So now the sequence of major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, half diminished will be major, major, minor, half diminished, major, minor. It's kind of rotating the first sequence, okay? Just rotating the first sequence. So, but instead of starting from F, because then we would be playing the same chords, so there's no reason, I will put this F here. So now, remember, major, major, minor, half diminished. Now it's like major, major, minor, half diminished. That's what I'm doing. Major, 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 minor, half diminished, major, minor, minor. I'm just rotating that sequence, right? Back here. So I'm rotating. So I hope this is clear. Ionian is the one everybody plays, the Let It Be, right? G, right? A minor, you know, D minor, A minor, a lot of songs like this. But then I took this sequence here. Look, major, major, minor, half diminished, major, minor, minor. And then you have major, major, minor, half diminished, major, minor, minor. Now you have the Lydian sequence chord progression. And now, what you have here, what are you going to do first? Let me do this. You will compare. It's good to write in not only here, like in Roman numbers, but compare. C is the same, of course, right? Let me see if you use, okay, everything is working. Now look, oh, there's something different here, Interesting, interesting. What about E minor? Same. Oh, something different here, like a sharp. So it's like when you have a sharp note, it's like just more open. G is the same. G is the same. Is called the dominant. Is the chord that prepares the tonic, the root. And then A minor the same. And here is the difference too. So I will highlight. Let me see here. Best way to highlight those two chords here. You know. Basically, I will use major and minor. You find like half diminished also as a different, but I will, as a hard chord to apply, you know, to use, I will keep major and minor for us to apply. So let me repeat this. I will show a lot of stuff here, and I will use most of the case you see in music, on the songs, in everywhere, you see more those kind of things happening using major chords most of the time. And this, I believe, is because of the harmonic series, the overtones, because major chord just sounds, because of the overtones, sounds more complete would be the term, you know. But the minor works as well. The half diminished is not so easy to apply. So let's, just to keep things simple, and then you can understand, and you will see songs using this. Let's keep the major most of the time and the minor as well sometimes, right? So check this out. So now, instead of this is gold, huh? This is gold. This is like where you can always bring another chord from a different chord to your song, right? And to create this vibes, or to, like in this case, if I'm playing Ionian, or So what I just played was C major sequence, basic with F, and then suddenly at some point, I just want to give this, you know, shiny, or whatever you feel. It's like it's, you know, a D major. Because again, going back here, you see, you have C, G, common, A minor, common, and then F. Then when I play F, I'm playing the Ionian. But then I can, then a D major, I'm borrowing from Lydian, you know? I can do that. And then you might ask, like, can you just do this? Yes, you can. So again, F, and then F. So for a short moment, I just, you know, took the D major to bring this sunnier vibe, right? I could have played the B minor, and you see it's not so easy. It's not so easy to apply as the D major. Right? And probably you heard this. That's a Lydian sequence. So you see, like, get here, like C, D, B minor, E minor. So that's what I played. C, D, B minor, E, C, and then I could play. And I can play this and then suddenly go here, F, G, and back to C. Look, so I can play, let me see if you guys are, yeah, back to this, So I'm playing Lydian, like, right, the C, D, B minor, E minor, and then C, D, B minor, E minor. Then the next part of the song, F, G, C, like a 4, 5, 1, back to C, but then the C, I hope this is clear. Back to the camera, I'm getting a bit confused with the, you see, like, so it's a way to use a Lydian vibe, kind of a David Guetta, right? Then you see, I can play C major, then the C Lydian, then I can, the C Lydian means like I'm playing the D major instead of the D minor. Basically this, right? Or the B minor instead of the B half diminished, because that's the F, is one note. So it's just one note. You have all those chords and you're changing one note, and then this note that you're changing, it doesn't change all the chords. It changes few chords, you know, as you can see here. It changed the D minor to the D major, right? And it changes the B diminished to B minor. And then, of course, I said this could be as well. And then I will give a tip to use the half diminished in a moment. Let me read the comments here quickly. So far so first part of the song Lydian and the chorus Ionian. Yeah. So yeah, but you don't need to think about the modes. It's more like you're borrowing chords, and there's other ways like in using harmonic like harmony terms, not harmonic, harmony terms, and there are other ways to explain those transitions as well, right? And I will do in another moment. I'm just showing this way of understanding, and we will do the 7 modes, and then I hope this can be clear at some point. It's not easy to understand right from the beginning, but once you get that, it's gonna probably explain 90% of the songs you play. When you're like, why they're using this chord, you know? And I will show here. I will show here. So back to this. Let me read a bit. So every triad that involves the F sharp has been changed. Exactly, Casey, exactly. So D minor went to D major. So instead of using the D minor, which is like kind of a, it's like this, it's kind of nice Ionian vibe, right? You have this, right? Or is it right? The half diminished turn into a minor. So basically, those are, or the F turns into here. Oops, this camera is like, all right. So yeah, so like imagine the F. This is like a F. This is like F major 7th, but basically is a A minor, right? A minor with an F, A minor with an F sharp. That's the half diminished. How many songs? How is it, like the Pretender or something like this from Foo Fighters? I don't know how to play, but I remember I had this harmony. So basically that's what he's using there, right? Back to the camera here. So like, so basically is here like A minor, whoops, where's that? Like A minor, the F sharp, and then F, you know, then you explain. There's no way to explain and in one key that a scale that has the F sharp and the F, you know, so you have to borrow from the neighbor keys. So the Ionian, and then on the upper side, you know, a brighter, the Lydian. Cool? Let's continue. So far, so good. Let me know. And all right. And I can mix the chords from both modes. Are there any rules? Yes, you can mix them. And I will show you. I will show you more stuff. I have it here prepared, the Mixolydian, because second. So check this out. Now opening again the word. All right, so here's the Mixolydian. But I will write this again, then I erase, so just for you guys to follow, okay? So Mixolydian, what are you gonna do? Here, right? That's the Mixolydian. Is that we have 3 major chords, right? So Ionian, the 4th major, and the 5th major. So we will take this sequence here, That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this sequence here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, and I copy paste here. And then I will, no, sorry. And then I will rename them. This is 1, right? This is 2. So the Mixolydian chord progression, you have the first one is major, the second one is minor, the third one is the diminished, the fourth one is major, right? The fifth one is minor. Let me correct some stuff here. All right. Yeah, so here is the half diminished. Let's see, right? Oh, sorry. Half diminished, right? So this is like 1. So following here, look, 1. No, sorry. So I got confused here. So too many stuff going on. So 1, 2, third, and then fourth, and the minor, sorry. And then here, I thought of diminished, but this is flat. But actually, let me put the 7 here first, and flat. Why is flat? This was wrong here. Why is flat, you might ask, right? Because you have to follow our basics like whole step, right? Whole step, half, whole, and half back to C, right? Back to C here. So you have always to follow this. Whole, half, whole, half. So, but you're starting here. Whole, half. So then it's like whole, half. And then, whoops, right, whole, half. I hope it's not complicated. Then whole, half. Right, so that's why you have to have whole, half, and whole half. So this has to be half, and that's why I have to put a flat here. I hope this is fine. And then let's copy here. Again, sorry, space just to look nice. All right. Okay. So check this out now. So now I have a B flat. Did you notice? I'm going to come back here and I will compare now. So let's compare the Ionian with the Mixolydian. C, it's the same. D minor, the same. Oh, we have a difference here, right? And then F is the same. Oh, we have G and G minor. As I told you, I will get mainly the minors and the majors, so you can hear the difference clearly. A minor is the same. Always, because the A minor is called the relative, so C major, A minor. And now here, oh yes, a beautiful new chord, a major chord. That's what you want to see. So, a beautiful D major and a beautiful B flat. So basically, if you're playing in Ionian here, and you want to go up in the feeling like sunnier and happier and open and with hope, or whatever you want to call, right? You go up. If you just want to go, I don't know, like a cozier, flat, you go here. Let's see if it makes sense. That's a theory, that's analysis, and but you have to play. We have to play to see what happens, you know. So I'm here. So I'm here like, I'm gonna play again. Ionian, right? The C major. Right, let me see. Yeah. Right? And what about this? That's the B flat here. Can we try this? Can you believe you can play a C major song? Isn't it common? So imagine you're playing like, you know, very, you know, Beatles. There's a lot of stuff. It's very, for me, it's like very British. It's very British in the sense because of those fourths. It's like the fourth of C is F. And then the fourth of F is B flat. So very rock and roll, right? So it doesn't matter if you're playing C major. You see, I just played, repeating. Eric Clapton, right? So, harmonizing the song. Sounds like this, right? Or, so the B flat, G minor, right? Again here. So I was playing here, those chords here, right? Going like C, G, A minor, F, and suddenly I you know, get this chord here as a surprise, because they're neighbors, you know. So from this Ionian to the Mixolydian, it's just one note. It's just the B flat. The B is a B flat. You see how it goes? All the C's are major because we're talking about majors. And then this is D major, and then it goes D minor, D minor. This is E minor, keeps E minor, and then flats. So it's like a half diminished. This is like half diminished F sharp, goes F and stays F. This G major, and then G minor. This is all A minor, right? All A minor. Stays A minor. And this is like B minor, B diminished, and then if you want to go even minor after the diminished, you have to flat the B. Does it make sense? You see like the order, like B minor, B diminished, B flat. This one, because it's the relative, it keeps always the same. So you can do a lot of songs doing it like C major, A minor, C major, A minor, C major, A minor. At some point you decide to play a D, and then you choose, is this D major or D minor, right? And then if you decide to play a B, you choose the B. Then, you know, if you go B flat, it gives like this, it gives like a rock and roll feeling, in my opinion, but it depends on the style of music, you know, but. Things like this, you know. But again, I'm playing with chords, but you can play this with distortion. Of course, metal songs doesn't use, metal song songs don't use a lot of major keys like this, you know. And then, you know, when I start playing like this, it sounds more like a acoustic guitar stuff. But you can play. Let's see if I can play something with distortion, so you guys can see a bit. Let me see here. So. You see, like a C major would be more like that, right? Like a Van Halen or like a rock and roll kind of thing. You see, like the F. Tuning is not happening. So I'm playing like. You know, like suddenly I can play, or just the final chord is like this open chord, like. You see, then I play like the D major instead of. Of course, I'm just creating stuff like here, but you see, like clear is like C major, and then you know, things like this. You know, it just like, because at some point, if you stay in playing the same chords, you need something else, and then what are you gonna do? And then you borrow from a sunnier thing, like a sunnier atmosphere, like the Lydian, so it would be getting the D major or the B flat. Let me read the comments here if you guys are understanding and enjoying what I'm saying here. It's like if it's useful or not. This really scratches a niche in my brain. So not every combination will sound great. So that's why every time you use the major chords, like the D major and the B flat, it works fine, you know. The minor is not as good sometimes. It depends, and then they have diminished also, very hard to apply. It really depends, you know. Like with distortions, like almost impossible to apply, but you know. You can, you know, there's no rules. All right, so it's not easy, but you'll get there. Okay, let me know if this is like difficult or not, just to get, so if I need to go faster or slower explaining this, because we still have another 3 modes to go. I'm not even need to, you don't need to think about the modes, and I want you to go to the 7th factor and then go there and practice the stuff. This is more understanding the C major scale, building the triads using the C major scale notes, C, D, E, F, G, B. So I will recap some stuff here. So I'm getting the scale, and then the scale is like this, this formula that you just accept, okay? We can explain in another moment. Just accept the C major scale, a major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Accept this, but look the formula. So from B to C is half step, from E to F is half step. All the rest is whole step. Now you see, like, you rotate this, and then you get the other two major chords. Remember, when you build the triads, you have major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Major, this you have to repeat forever. You just, all the time. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, okay? And then what if you start from the fourth? So it's major, major, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor. Like, it's a brain game. Just like, okay, if I start from the fourth, it's major, 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 minor, diminished, major, minor, minor. And if I start from the fifth, okay, it's major, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major. It's just rotating, right? And now, right? So let me put this again, so you guys don't think I'm crazy. I'm just rotating. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So then I will get this and start here. Major, major, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor. Or I will get this as a first one. Start here. Major, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor. So that's what I did here. Major, minor, diminished, major, minor, minor. Okay? And then here. Major, major, right? Major, major, minor, diminished. Major, major, minor, diminished. Cool? So let me read some stuff here. If you guys are understanding everything, hopefully, and I'm doing fast here if everything is correct. And amazing. It's all good. It's fine. That's modal interchange, right? Modal interchange, if you want to call, it doesn't matter the name. I think the more you give names for things, it's cool to teach, but just like, for me, it's like simplifying things, you know? It's like you're rotating the thing, you're rotating the sequence, the progression. And then, yeah, if you want to write books and stuff, and then you can always come with a different name. But yeah, it's like you can like modal interchange, or like borrowing modal chords, you know. But every time you start calling like modal stuff, you might be confused, because then I need to know the modes, and it's not, you don't need to. It's just like you need to know the sequence, the progression, of the major scale, and be just write down. You don't need to do by head, by head, like just like saying out loud. You write, man. I did this a lot. Just write. C, D minor, E minor, F. Just write now. And then if I start from the F, okay, and then you write. Just like paper and pen, just old school. Just do it. Just write down and see. It has to make sense, at some point. All right. That's why I don't like kind of giving like the ready, the paper ready to go, because then you never learn. You never learn. You have to write down. Those things has to make sense for you, and probably your brain is going to see this in a different way, and you figure out the way I'm saying, the way other people would say. I don't see people explaining much like that, and then every time you see people going further into harmony, then they tend to go to jazz, fusion, other kinds of music, and this is like totally applicable in rock and metal, right? So yeah, so let me continue here. When you go to the minor, then you see more stuff in rock. So here we go. Should I continue? Okay. All right, so now, so we have the the three major ones. Now, what you're gonna do is like I would choose a minor one here, okay? Normally what I do is like to choose the relative. The relative is the sixth, right? It's like, as you could see here, a minor, a minor, a minor. So like it's a fixed thing. So it's called the relative. So we'll get the A minor here. So the 6th now, okay? And we will do the sequence here, okay? So this here. Before putting names, I will write down this. So the first one is minor. The second one is major, okay? Let me see something here. Oh no, sorry, I have to go from here, sorry. From the first one is minor, the second one, oops, just a second. No, I don't want this, and I don't want this. A minor. No, let's put the first one is minor. Okay, the first one. And then next one, half diminished, right? So the second one is half diminished or diminished. Cool. The third one, remember, from this to the 1 is half step. So now it's half step. Has to be a flat. So now you have whole step, half step. The third one is major. Now we're going to get this sequence here, right? I just copy, you know. So now, oh, sorry. From here. Here. It's not easy to do everything at the same time. All right, so 3, 4, 5, right? 6. But here, again, we need to put flat and flat. 6 and, 7. So that's, we call Aeolian, right? What happened here? No, I don't want this. Okay. Right? So minor, half diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. Minor, half diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. Good? Kiko, are you writing A minor? No. It's all C. That's our reference. C, D, right? Then E flat, major. Then F minor. F minor. Then next, G minor. Then A flat, then B flat. Check this out. If you know some Beatles, you probably heard songs playing C major, like C major, A minor, G, F, and at some point you have an F minor. And it'll play for you, and you probably will recognize this sound. Oops, that's not very Beatles. Right? So this the minor fourth. There's other ways to explain the minor fourth, but that's one way. You know, we just go. We call the parallel key. So basically, is the major key, Ionian, the major scale, and then the minor scale here, right? And then you see you have the F and the F minor, right? And this is very common as well. you see major chords, man. So you're playing this, and then you just go here, right? So I'll show you. Sorry, I was not showing the again. So here Ionian. So you're playing like a Let It Be kind of song, or like any basic Tears in Heaven kind of a major thing, and you use this one, or you can use both major chords here, and then you choose those two major chords and then go back to your major key. And this is no surprise, this is so basic. Again, so here, so you're playing like any song, like right? So you know, so the A flat, B flat, and back. Or your songs like and then how many times you heard so now you have the progression that you know, the C major, right? The major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. You can add a D major if you want to go up, happier, or a B flat from the Mixolydian. Right? And now you can add this A flat. Or the F minor. You know, if you listen to, I mean, we always mention Beatles, but it's everywhere, you know. If you listen to the Dream Theater, they use a lot this, you know. But like so many pop songs. Right? So it's so common. And then of course you can use in different ways. The ways I'm playing here is like the common ways to use that, but it's coming from there. You're going to the parallel key, which is like, what is that? C major and C minor. So you get the different chords and then you just mix them. You know, just like borrowing from the minor key, you're playing major and borrowing from the minor key, right? And you mix them. That's one way to use it. There's another way to use, which is like you can have the entire verse of the song in minor and then the chorus in major. So that's what happens in the When My Guitar Gently Weeps. Right? Then it goes major. You can also use the parallel keys like in parts of the songs. And the same for, you're playing Ionian, and then you go to Lydian or you go to Mixolydian, parts of the song. So like the verse is in using the C and D minor, and then the bridge is like, you know, like something like a bridge or a short passage. Then it's like you want to bring the sun into your song, and then you use the D major instead of using the D minor, right? So it can be a short chord or it can be entire part, right? Because it's good to mention that. Let me read the comments a bit. You can use chords from any of the parallel keys. Yeah. Okay, the Mario cadence. Yeah. It's like going around the numbers on a on a clock. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the distances you have to obey that. You have to obey the distance, as we said. All right, so let me keep going. So this is not like forever. I do have, just a second here. I do have the, let me get the Dorian now. I will write the Dorian here. I have the Dorian here. I'm using those names, but you don't need to worry about the names yet. I mean, at some point. But what matters is like we got from the progression the 6th chord, right, the minor there, and then did the sequence, calling the 6th one, you know, just renaming, but it's the same order. Now we get another minor. We have 3 minors, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 6th. Remember, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. So major, minor, minor. So the 2nd is minor, the 3rd is minor, and the 6th is minor. We did it with the 6th because that's the natural minor. And now we're gonna do with the 2nd minor. So major, minor, minor. So it's major, minor. This minor here, the 2nd minor, right? So back here to the, right? So here, major, minor, minor, right? So I'm getting this minor here. So that's the order. Minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major, right? This major here is the last one. Again, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So I have it here. Minor, minor, major, right? Again here. Minor, minor, major, major. Minor, minor, major, major. Minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. And then the last one is major. Putting in C is like C minor, D minor, E flat, because again, you have this, the distance, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, right? And half step here, and then whole step. Oh, how beautiful is this? How beautiful, isn't it? Check this out. I did on purpose already the order here because this is, Dorian is more, is less, let's see, let me see if you guys understand. The Dorian is less minor than the Aeolian. The less minor is not so sad. It has some major flavor on it, right? You have to play to and slowly get the perception. I didn't understand that like right from the start. It took me a long time, you know, slowly, you know, everything started make sense. Not a long time because I don't remember, you know, like, but it was not in the first month, you know, it takes some time, you know, and then you start playing the songs and it's like, oh, he's using this, why is he using this, or, you know, and then you start paying attention and discovering that everything is here, everything is here. So, look how beautiful is this. When you go from the major, the last major, the Mixolydian major, it's like the C went to C minor, but the D minor stays the same. The Aeolian is not going to stay the same. You know, it's diminished. Okay, it has to be an E flat because it's a minor key, so the is an E flat. Is a 1.5 steps. Then check this out. This is the same. This is the same. The fourth, like 1/4, is the same. And then minor, look, the same. Oh, the same. B flat and B flat. You see a lot of common things, but the key is minor. So that's, you know, this is like interesting to experiment stuff, because if you're playing this, going to those chords here is not a big gap, you know. You can play C major and F, C minor and F. You can play C major, F and B flat, and suddenly you just play C minor, F and B flat, right? So this is like, that's why blues and pentatonic uses, what happened? Blues and pentatonic uses this, but you see playing. So, and then now the minors, minors here, right? Keys here. Like this, I don't like this. Let's compare the minors. C minor, of course, right? But then, oh, D minor, not D flat. So this means that the D minor, oops, some message here. Let me turn off this. Off. And this is the same, E flat, E flat. This is the where lies the whole, the gold, right? So you're playing a C minor, a minor key, and then you can choose if you want to play this, the fourth minor, or if you want to play the fourth major. That's the main thing that happens in those two here. Again, we're not considering much. You can try the half diminished. This is the same G minor, B flat, E flat, B flat, and then here, and this is different as well. Now, I hope this is, oh, I just realized that I didn't show everything here. So I think I have to go back here. Let me do something here. Look this. Let me double check everything is going well, yes. So that's the Dorian here, right? So D minor is different than the D diminished. So this is like a, I will mark this. Here's the gold. Here's the, where the magic happens, exactly here. Remember, major chords. So if you're playing like a minor key, and then suddenly you just want to make your song happier, sunnier, you just go and change the fourth degree into major. And then you see, you know this already. B flat the same, D minor is the same. So this is the main thing. Let me show you. And also this, two minor chords, one after another one. All right, so in C minor, right? But the C minor would be sad, F minor, right? F major. So you're playing look. This is the Aeolian, right? A flat, B flat, C minor, and then F minor. So major It's like just sunnier, happier. But you need to play to feel that. I'm not expecting that you feel this now. I'm not expecting that you feel this. Right? F minor, look. F major, minor. But now I guess if I change this to A minor, and I will write down this here, A minor, so you guys can see better. The A minor, I think I did already here. Just a second, because I was, yeah, I have the A minor here. Okay, where is that? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, sorry. That's the A minor, right? And this is the Dorian, right? And here. Let me put them together. I don't know if I will create a mess here. Just a second. No. No. Let me just put it back side by side. Check this out, A minor, everybody knows. Right, let's say you're playing, oops, here I forgot the sharp. Sorry about this. Too many things going on at the same time. Yeah, like A minor. So check this out, A minor is A minor. So that's what happens in the Star to Heaven. Do you know this song? I forgot again to do this. Okay, all right. Check this out, A minor. Now it's ready. This is Aeolian. And then that's the Dorian. I'm just doing what we did here in C, right? Dorian, minor, minor, major, major. So in A minor would be minor, minor, major, major. And then the Aeolian would be minor, diminished, minor, minor, diminished, major, minor. It's too late. All right, so, you know, this happens in Star to Heaven. So when you play like, let me put this back. A minor, so this chord here is a D major, and then F, right? So basically, Jim Page played this, A minor, and then he played D, and then F, right? And then, if you remember well the song, you know, then the F, E, not, could be, right? But then, so the other part then is brighter, and then he used the D major as like something to be brighter. So he's using the Dorian, you know. I don't know how much those guys are aware of those things or just feel, and it's because this wouldn't be the same. Look, D major, F, or it's not the same. If you know playing the D minor, that would be the right chord in the A minor scale. But it's happier, you know, because something's gonna happen to the song. Then the drum's gonna come in, and then it's a preparation for the next part, right? Then normal A minor. But this sunnier part, right? So many songs use this combination, or something like Ain't No Love, like White Snake. You know, those kind of things. So it's like a minor, minor, two minors, A minor and B minor. But instead of doing, you keep the bass. Right? And then what's going to happen after? D major? No, D minor. So you can play like a Dorian, but then the fourth chord is blues, so it's minor, it's blues, it's sad. It's F sharp here. But then the next chord, D minor with an F. Right? Because you're just using this, playing A minor, B minor, and then next part, D minor. A minor, B minor, and then D minor, G, back to A. Cool? All right, so I hope this is not too much. And then just to finalize, because we cannot leave without showing the next one, that will be the Phrygian. The Phrygian is this one, right? Let's go back here to Ionian. Major, minor, minor. So this minor here. Okay, let me, I'm always forgetting here. Again. Okay, so let's go to the Phrygian. Major, minor, minor, right? Ionian, our reference is here. So this minor here, this sequence here, we will get this sequence here, but we will call this one 1 and see what happens. Remember that this is half step. The third to the fourth is half step. So we have to keep this sequence like that. You know, the formula, right? So, so if I copy this, I mean, actually, I have this ready, so I just want to Control C, Control V here, and then it's ready. Just a second. I'm almost there. Okay. All right. Here we go. Phrygian. Okay. So look. Going back to the Phrygian is this one, huh? The third. So minor. After the minor has a major, half step up. And then major, minor. So minor, half step up, major, major, minor, and keeps. So that's what you have. And I put already I will get this, the A minor reference, so you guys can compare. This is great to do like this, you know. Write in a key that you know better, like A minor, and see what happens. You know. So check this out in A minor. What happened? B flat. So this is the this is like the White Snake reference that I said, and so many other songs. And then here, you know, the D minor and the F. When you're talking about the minor keys, like the minor works fine. And then check this out. This is new. B flat. Oh, that's amazing. So you can play a song like a minor song, and then at some point you put a D major, right? And at some point you put a B flat. So you have to understand that that's your default, right? the upper one gives you a sharp, sunnier vibe, and the lower one gives you like a cozier, sad, mysterious, darker, grayer vibe. Okay? And I will prove to you, I hope. In A minor, remember we have A minor, B minor, then oh, the B flat. Oh yes. So that's why I have. So my song like Du Monde. B flat. It comes from there. It's like, oh, A Phrygian. A Phrygian. Can I get this B flat for a while? Just give like this mysterious vibe. I don't want to have to sound like a Phrygian flamenco whatever vibe. I just want that chord for that moment, and then I go back to my normal A minor. So something like so you can do a song like this. Mysterious, right? And back. Or you could do something like the Start to Heaven. You're playing like. You know, so you play F, but then you play the D major with an F sharp, because you're getting from the Dorian. And then I can play. So that's why the Pretender, Foo Fighters, right? The F sharp here and then the F, the same thing. The F sharp is playing like can be a D with F sharp, a D major with a third on the bass. How many times you heard this? Or right? So using the D major, here is using the D major, but this note's up here, so the bass makes this walking chromatic. Back to major if you want, then Lydian, right? So imagine if you put the, so we did with the 6 main ones, then you can do the Locrian, but the Locrian you don't use much for those kind of things, but you can experiment as well. And the main thing is like, let me go back to this final. So yeah, so let me get this out, right there, everything, and kind of get this out, 2 minors. I'm gonna put it all together, you know. So now you can write and play. One thing you have to be aware is like, if you're playing the Ionian major, the C major key, play the Let It Be thing, or like the Van Halen Jump, you know, C major. Van Halen Jump is like C major, you know, F, G. Or if you're playing like the Crazy Train verse is like major as well, like this. And then you can go to Lydian, but if you're like in Ionian and suddenly you want to get a Phrygian chord, you just jump. You know it's going to be like a hard landing, you know. So you can try, You know, like if you're playing here Lydian, C major and D major, and then, oh, Kiko, but can I do this? So I'm gonna play C minor and D flat, D flat. So C, D, and D flat. You know it's gonna be a chromatic thing, it's gonna be hard. But if you're already in the minor key, and then you just get this chord, now everybody it feels that it's a minor key, and then you just bring like a more mysterious or even darker chord to that dark mood. But if you're like super happy, jump, Van Halen kind of thing, and then you go play a Phrygian chord somehow, it can work. It's just gonna be harder, you know. It's gonna maybe it's cool, you know. I mean, everything's possible, and I used all those things, you know. But you know, it's gonna be a bit more prog, a bit more, you know, not so easy. When you get the neighbor one, like one up or one down, you know, then it's always easy. Just like sounds like, you know, songs, you know, the songs that we've been discussing here, like easy songs like the Foo Fighters or the Tire to Heaven. And it's like basic stuff for our ears because it's just one note. But look how many chords you added. And this is one way to see things. You have other ways to see things, and then you can add chords to the basic chord progression of this major scale. And then suddenly you have so many options. And then when you have control and of those options, those feelings, you have the power of creating music and controlling more what you want, you know, like the feelings you want. So I hope this was good, and I will read some and answer some questions here. And that, wow, it's like 1 hour and a half, but it's all good. So let me read the stuff. And I can, just a few examples. I was thinking about the examples here. About the Phrygian. Again, let me get back here. Just a second here, click here, done. Like you see like this Phrygian here, like half step. So this is like this. It's weird, right? I will play here. Another key, completely different key, F sharp, but same thing. Minor, half step up, major, major. The Tout le Monde from Megadeth has this. So it's playing this chord, but it's F sharp, okay? But it's this chord here, and then this chord here, right? And then this chord here. So it's 1, then the 7 here, right? So then the chord right behind, and then the 4th, right? Minor. 4th minor, but then to finalize, to give like this spice, plays those 2 chords. This is common, right? It's here too, E flat. But this one is the surprise. And in F sharp would be half step up from the root. So if this is F sharp, so this is G. Okay, so that's just an example how you can use in metal. Although it's like be major, that would be from the Dorian, you know. So and then the song modulates, then it plays whole step up, you know, at some point. But that's modulation, just move everything up, you know. So that's one idea. That's like a for my songs, so many. Sertão, which I will do like the deconstructing, but you have like the let me put the distortion here. So this, so the melody, right? Actually, I played wrong. So check this out, showing here. So this part is Lydian, but I'm in a different key. All right, so A and B, but it's like major, major. So I'm A and B, right? If it's in a A major key, and then I play the relative to the key, which is this chord. So if it would be in C, it would be B flat. So that's what I'm playing, like C, D, A minor, and then the B flat from the Mixolydian. Can you believe this? I did that. So I jumped from the Lydian to the Mixolydian. It was like a big step. I ignored the Ionian. So what happens is like you have C, D, and B flat. You have like three major chords, which is a cool thing. Like On the Warriors, right, from Beatles, has this like sequence of major chords. You could explain kind of using this concept as well, or just play major chords, because you like the sound. But basically, you're mixing those relations, And then we can go further into this explanation how to show the circle fifths inside this, but I don't want to go into more stuff. But there's a lot of songs, like all the songs, well-written songs. There's always like some interesting chord, because if you play the whole time the same thing and nothing, it's like it's not boring, but tends to be boring. Of course, you can make things exciting with other production things, or like great playing, and then it can be a beautiful song with one chord, But like those pop songs, metal songs, rock songs, reggae songs, and then there's always like something interesting in the harmony. Sometimes the composer knows what he's doing. Sometimes it's just like a sound that the composer has, like from listening to other songs that has those elements, and then you just incorporate somehow. That's a way to understand throughout like writing stuff. So I would recommend, I can share this document, I can make a better document. I was thinking to make it something. But at the same time, I would like you guys as a homework, if I can say this, as a homework, just to write those things down. It's just, just spend some time and see if you like. Some people hate this theory stuff. If you're a guy that likes, just write down, when you have some free time and then you don't have a guitar and then you would like to keep studying music and you're somewhere with your phone, just write those chords, try to think, and then at some point you play those things, right? So let me read the comments. Giant steps for the next Sunday. So giant steps is a different thing, but it's actually a simple thing. It's not easy to improvise, but the concept is simple. Homework. All right, so thanks a lot. I hope this was great. And again, just go to the Discord And then if you have something there, if you want to share the homework, if, like, or it's not, you didn't understand something, so the guys can help you guys. Some, we can help each other. That's the idea. All right. So let me, if you guys have any question. With a little help from my friends, yeah. There's like a right, something like that. Yeah, same thing, I mean, that's why people use the Beatles a lot to, to practice and understand the harmony, because we have a lot of great concepts there in pop music and big, big radio hits. That's why people like to use Beatles as an example. But Led Zeppelin, I mean, I would even, I don't know, like I don't remember the song. Like I could, if Megadeth as a like Symphony of Destruction is a good example as well, because you're like you're playing like Symphony of Destruction, you're playing Phrygian here, right? But then the chorus is E Aeolian. So the chorus, the melody has the F sharp, kind of, and then the main riff has the F. Or if you get there's a lot of rock and roll kind of thing that's like C, D, E minor, which is the Aeolian. There in our example was the A flat, B flat, C. But then when you play the riff, you have the Dorian. That's very rock and roll, mixing Dorian and Aeolian. I kind of said that. So you have the F major, but then the F minor. So in the C minor, you can use the F major, it's Dorian, and the F minor would be Aeolian. But you don't need to use the F minor. You can use the relative of the F minor. It's the A flat. So you can play like C minor, an F, and then so so you're mixing, but it's so common that you don't think, oh, this is normal, you have this D major, you have the D major, but then at some point you have the F, right? So the D major has the F sharp. So this is everywhere because it's just using Aeolian and Dorian. They're close, but when you start jumping, like I showed in the Sertão song, that's like A major, B, A major, B, and then G. So it's from the Lydian to the Mixolydian. So I'm skipping the Ionian. Then it's a bigger jump, so it's a bigger surprise, I would say. And then I have to figure out ways of doing it. And so just try, write it down, find songs. We can share songs that use those elements, and there's a lot of songs. So, but yeah. All right. Okay, I'm not doing the Loureiro here. I can do the Loureiro. It's the same thing. It's the same concept, but we can do if you guys have the time. Let's do the Loureiro. How would be the Loureiro? It's from here. So the Loureiro is this one, right? Let me see if I remember to, yeah. Loureiro, right? So basically the Loureiro is this one, right? Or you can get here our reference. Loureiro is this one. So basically, we're gonna copy this, right? That's our first one, Loureiro, but that's the one. And then our sequence here. And Loureiro here. Okay, so then, what happened? Just a second. Okay, so this is flat, right? So this is flat. Then this is flat. Third. And then the fourth. Oh, yep. Let me see if I don't do any. Okay. So, fourth minor, just give some space here. You will see that's hard to apply. It's hard to apply. So then, so major, major, that's the fifth. But then, it's a flat fifth. Remember this? It's the only flat fifth. And that's the problem, because the fifth is always the foundation, the root, and the fifth is kind of the two pillars that holds the whole thing, the rest of the notes, you know. And then when this is disrupted, like the tritone, it's kind of an unstable chord. So that's why it's kind of weird to apply. You can apply. There are some interesting songs that people write using the Loureiro, but it's always this mysterious, weird stuff. And I tend not to, you know, that's why you don't see people explaining much, because you don't find many songs. Like, it's rare to find a song. I even don't know one song now to mention. So, all right, so let me see what's so fifth, then the sixth is a flat as well. Everything is flat, right? And then flat seventh. So you can compare to the Phrygian. So look, the one went minor. The one minor went to diminished. Then this is the same, but then here was major, and then now it's minor. So yeah, here's a different, but you can try it. It just sounds weird. Minor, again, is the same. And then this is like flat, with weird, you know. And what else? Let me. Yeah. Then we can write some. Can write the names of the chords as well, just to double check. C minor. Oops. Right. Then here, like this, F minor. Then now, this is like G, but it's like G flat. It's like G flat, right? G flat. And what else? Then the A flat, correct? And then the B flat minor. Sorry. All right. Yeah. I hope everything is fine here. I'm doing fast, but yeah. So you can compare to the Phrygian, but it loses the nice Phrygian kind of a concept, the character, you know, the Loureiro. But you can try to do stuff. We never know. Never know. You know. Cool. Let me read the last comments, and then we can close down this masterclass. Yes. they always mention Bjork song. Yeah, Bjork, yeah, maybe an artist like Bjork could, or like a moment. The thing is, like when you play the, I mean, it's like everything's possible. This is like playing Loureiro is nothing compared to other composers, what the other composers did. So this is, the Loureiro is a mode from the major scale. This is nothing. It's more like, it's not, I don't know, it's just like, it's a matter of taste. In my case, you know, maybe Bjork found something, but as somebody mentioned like, about like giant steps and some other concepts, some other concepts, some other ways to extend the harmony, it might be even more weird, but somehow more interesting as well. You know, I think that's why people, if we want to go like weird, strange, interesting, the Loureiro doesn't really give this as well. You know, in my opinion. But if you can play like, you can. You can do a riff in Loureiro because it's just like the that's very metal. For metal it would work, but you know, but at some point if you want to play the power chord, you don't have a power chord, so it would be like Primus kind of thing, you know, like you know, like those kind. So I use that like a diminished chord, but yeah, I don't know, like we do use, but it's not like in a vamp, like entire song kind of thing, you know. Moments, yes. Yeah, we can try to check the Bjork song. All right, guys, I hope this was interesting and pretty Pantera-like, yeah, because of the tritone. Just improvising here, like metal riffs, it works. Yeah, it works. You know. All right, guys, thanks a lot. So that was my masterclass about how to connect those, connect the modes. I mean the modes, the progressions, but you don't need to see as a mode. You can see as like just learning the major scale progression, chord progression, and start rotating that, and then every chord you call the one. You know, the first one, the major one, is the Ionian, is the one that you know. The second one, call this one, the tonic, and then build the whole thing, and then do this for the 7 ones, but then use this order of the first 3 majors and the other the 3 majors and the 3 minors, and then the Loureiro apart after, and then you can build in any order and start looking. It's like, okay, this is sharper, like more sharp, I would be like sharper, I guess. I don't know how to say that. And then towards the going minor, minor, minor until you get the Phrygian. And then you have this, you know, from major to minor. You see that on the 7th factor when I'm showing the scales, but you can do the same with chords. And I think it's like it's gold. It's like if you understand that and you start seeing this in different keys, you have a lot of stuff to write songs, rock songs, pop songs, metal songs, without going fusion, without going jazzy, without adding extensions to the chords, always major and minor. And then like all those Dream Theater chord progressions, or like Yes or Zeppelin or Prog, Genesis, it's a lot there. There's a lot there. They don't do more than this, you know, like there's other stuff I would say, but I mean, there's like the concepts of the dominants that would be important to talk about this in another moment, and the giant steps kind of thing, the medians, but yeah. So like few things like this, if you really understand it and you are able to apply, you're good to go. So it's all on you now. Good. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I will close the stream here. And thank you very much. And yeah, just keep upload your homework on the Discord if possible. Cheers. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.